All right, now this is what you are waiting for. Sister Sylvia will be sharing with us on Savour the Nikayas. I'm sure that she no need introduction, so please come put your hands together and welcome Sister Sylvia, who will lead us in the meditation followed by the Dhamma talk. Sister Sylvia, please.
Clearly new, clearly new. Buddha style got no clapping one. Okay, may I invite all of you to spread out. We don't need this middle path here. Spread. You'll be more comfortable. You don't have to kind of breathe into each other's breath. Just sounds so wrong. You feel more comfortable? Okay, you donate a bit more and ask BF to buy better cushion. Okay. Right, now, shall we all begin morning sitting? I will guide you along. Today we're going to do metta. Okay, just relax, everyone. Okay, I invite all of you to close your eyes. Where you are, sit comfortably. Feel comfortable. Relax the body. You straighten the body, actually, so that the air, the oxygen can flow comfortably. Okay? Just relax. Take a deep breath in, deep in. Hold, breathe out slowly. One more time, deep in. And you hold, and you breathe out slowly. And one more time, deep in. Hold, breathe out slowly. You scan your body to see if there is any tightness in your muscles. If there is, you tell that spot, relax. Just relax. Feel comfortable. You should feel your shoulder drooping. Feel your neck muscles relaxing. Upper back, relax. Lower back, relax. Now I want you to reflect and give thanks to a peaceful, secure, comfortable life. It's peaceful. You give thanks. I'm grateful for this peaceful, secure, and comfortable life. I'm grateful that in your earlier lives, you have chosen in that life, someone had chosen wisely and set you in the right course. So in this life, you have returned to the Dhamma. Be grateful. This is a powerful blessing. That you have the right blessings, and here you are in a safe space, in a comfortable life, having the opportunity to do better. And you say in your mind, for that I am grateful. Say it in your mind with feelings and joy. And you say, indeed, I am blessed. You will feel pleasant feeling. You do this right, you will feel pleasant feeling. This very pleasant feeling is metta. It's a feeling of goodwill. It's a feeling of joy. It is peaceful. Feel this joy as you breathe in. Feel this joy. Feel this pleasant sensation. Breathing in, feel it. This calm and peace and joy is for you. Feel it. Let this feeling of warm, pleasant, calm fill your body, fill your mind. Then when you breathe out, you wish all living beings well. May all beings be well, be happy. You must feel it. Feel this goodness. Feel this calm. Only when your mind is light is the metta pure. Wish all living beings well. So when you breathe in, you feel good. It is for you. May I be well and happy. Continue to enjoy the blessings of the Triple Gem. You feel for yourself that when you breathe out, may my loved ones, may people I care for, may all beings be well and happy. May all living beings have a chance to experience, to taste the Dhamma. So whatever that you wish for yourself, you wish for others. Just relax the body. If you find your mind drifting, relax the body. Feel the body. Feel it. When you feel the body, you feel the joy. When your mind is completely aligned with the body, you will feel joy. Minimally, you'll feel peaceful. And then we are going to slowly ease out of this morning's sitting. Ease out slowly. First, take a more conscious breath. Just breathe in consciously. This is called rousing the body. Then mindfully stretch your fingers. Mindfully stretch the muscles in your back, neck, shoulder, upper back, lower back, just mindfully. Before you open your eyes, share merits. But the merits of what I've done this morning, I'd like to share with all living beings, departed loved ones, and all living beings. Take a mental bow to the Buddha, and then you slowly open your eyes. This is so weird. 没有 charge 啊，没有 charge。It's okay. Yeah.
Can, okay.
Can. All right. Hello. How is everyone? Did you manage to do a little bit of sitting? Did you feel peaceful? I know some of you didn't, because your, what do you call that? I forgot. I'm not a doctor. I forget medical terms. Histamine release. So there's a lot of scratching going on. It's okay. Sometimes scratching is a good thing. It means that your mind is settling sometimes, not all the time. Sometimes the mind is settling, you will feel pity. Pity is experienced as a little bit of vibration in the body. And when you don't know any better, you start scratching. Not a good idea, okay? All right. Everyone is relaxed? You don't look very relaxed. In fact, your energy feels so low. How are you? Sure or not? You're not sure. You want to, if you want to spread out, it's okay. As long as you're comfortable, okay? When we listen to Dhamma talk, we want to be comfortable. Okay? Not so comfortable that you snore, but just good enough, just relaxed enough. Okay. Now, you know that for the next 1 year or 2 years, and I don't even know whether it's going to be 3 years, we'll always be doing the Pali Canon. Okay? Pali Canon, I show you what's a Pali Canon. This is called the Tipitaka, 3 baskets. And essentially, Christians have Bibles, Muslims have Quran, we have this. Our Buddha students, the students were all very conscientious. Many of the Buddha students were top scholars of their lifetime, okay, of their time. Very, very intelligent, very smart people. So when very intelligent and smart people come together, they sometimes collect a lot. So all these are the results of very illustrious, hardworking, very illustrious, very intelligent arahants of his time. When the teacher passed on, they wanted to capture as much as humanly possible all that he had taught. And then over the many centuries, they were all sorted out and put into this collection. I said many centuries, but actually for the key ones, which is the one that we're doing today, there are 4 key ones and then a few more which are also key. They would have been organized way back near his time, like a couple of 100 years, all settled. All settled. They would have all been settled a long time ago. So Buddha passed on 2,500 years. In about 100 years or so, they all settled very nicely for the key suttas. This is as close as we can get to the words of our teacher. As close as we can get. So one of my self-appointed missions was to try and get people to feel confident in reading the text, okay? So for the past 4 weeks, we have been doing something called the Anguttara Nikaya, which is numerical. The materials are all organized based on the numbers. The theme is numbers, okay? And today we are doing Book of 8, which means in each of the sutta I introduce, there will be 8 items to remember, okay? And I'm only choosing 6 simply because we don't have time for more lah. We really don't have time for more. Okay, metta. The reason why this morning I chose metta as a topic for concentration or for samadhi, stillness, for meditation practice. For this morning, I chose metta because I'm going to talk about metta. Now, for those of you who are not so familiar, the word metta is a Pali word and traditionally translated as loving kindness. Yes? My sensor needs a certain decibel before it starts working. Yes, huh? Traditionally. But I've been saying again and again that we can bring it down a notch or a couple of notches. Metta actually means friendliness, being friendly. So when you see a random and total stranger and you smile with goodwill, that's metta. Okay, it's friendly. It has no... Metta is a very important mental state which I will encourage everyone, not just Buddhists, everyone to constantly cultivate. Okay, I use the word cultivate, then gives people a sense that, oh, it's tough, you must like churn it. Let me put it this way. In your regular mind, on a daily basis, I ask you, so now we are going to do street poll. Let's pretend it's a street. I'm going to do a poll. Let me ask you, the last 1 hour, aside from the meditation sitting, the last 1 hour, how many times did your heart smile? Then your heart can smile one, man. Yeah, it means the smile that comes from deep inside. Not the plastic one you paste on your face. Brother, sister, then you smile. Not that version. The one that comes from deep inside and it floats out. It kind of just come out by itself spontaneously. How many times? You can count, you have a problem. It was a trick question. Don't remember how many times already. I think like constant. Very good. That answer, very good. I think I can count 4 times. You can count 4 times. So it's not constant. You see what I'm saying? Or you like, what's metta? Don't have. Okay, that one you need help. See me after class. Okay? You want that because, look, your face, your mind has to have one emotion. At any one time, there is an emotion there. It's either pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral. Okay? Unpleasant, not so good, Pleasant, very good. You tell me neutral how? Like that, lor. Would you like your life, for the rest of your life, be like that, lor? You tell me. Do you see it? Do you get it? Yeah, I repeat, It's either pleasant, or unpleasant, or neutral. Neutral means what? I ask you. Neutral means, my word is like that, lor. Neither here nor there. You kind of don't remember it. And then that's what the Buddha says, heedlessness is like death. Those parts of your life where you were not mindful, when you were not smiling, when you're not deliberately being wholesome, those parts of your life you don't remember. They have passed you by. So they are, as the Buddha said, heedlessness is like death. It's gone. So we are all walking zombies. You don't need the Korean show to tell you you're zombies. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, pick one mental state that will be the easiest and the most spontaneous, and it will also buy you plenty of goodwill, which is the genuine smile, the genuine lightness of the heart. Okay? And because it's not that familiar for many people, therefore you have to practice. Practice means it's not common, it's not familiar, so you have to keep doing it. Every day you wake up, you smile at the ceiling, then you smile at your fingers. And then you smile at the random nothing, and then you get out. Every day, you start the day with a smile. Try it. It's very good for complexion. Try it. Okay? No need SK2. Very good for your complexion. Okay? Why, sister, you say like that? Because Buddha say like that, not I say one. Okay, now we go into the Sutta. Okay, so, thus have I heard means it came from Ananda. Okay, Ananda was the one who had heard. On one occasion, the Buddha, blessed one is the Buddha, dwelling at Savatthi. Savatthi is, now in ancient India, the Buddha's time, our canonical fathers, the one who put together the canon, compiled the canon, they were familiar with 16 parts of India, 16 political entities in their time. Okay? They were familiar, and 4 of them were kingdoms. 2 of the biggest kingdoms, the Buddha spent a lot of time there, so we are familiar with them. One of which is Kosala kingdom, which is actually the kingdom that Buddha, you know, for those of you who think Buddha is prince, Buddha's family actually comes under this kingdom. Okay, the kingdom is Kosala, the capital is Savatthi. This is Savatthi. And at that time, the Buddha was there. Then he told the monks, bhikkhus, monks, okay? And then, of course, they must reply. Okay? Then what must you do? Okay. Hello, Buddha gets a reply, I get not even one squirt. So Buddha say, bhikkhu. Okay, all right. No. Bhikkhu, you all cannot answer, you're not bhikkhu. So I must say, okay, then you, okay. Bhikkhu, then they said, Venerable Sir. The Buddha said, okay, now comes, we start. When the liberation of the mind by loving kindness, metta, has been pursued, developed, cultivated, make a vehicle of and basis carried out, consolidated, properly undertaken. And like so many words to talk about cultivation. The Buddha was that precise. So there are a few things here. 1, liberation of the mind by loving kindness. You see, why does he say, oh, they're arahants, they're Aryas? No. You see, when you are angry, your mind is shackled. Okay? You say, no, my mind not shackled. Yes, your mind shackled. You cannot get away from the anger, from the object of anger. Have you noticed your mind when you are angry? The object sticks to you like a leech, leeching every joy out of you. Yes? Either you're arahants, have never experienced anger before, or you have never noticed what I said. Have you all noticed it? That when you're angry, right, you tell yourself, I'm a practitioner, I'm a Buddhist, I shouldn't be angry, but no. Mara, the anger, is going to hang out with you. Then you periodically go and sneak peek at Mara, and still there. You still there. 2 days later, still there. You're a very bad practitioner. If 2 days later, still there, okay? It should not last for more than half an hour. Ideally, it's 5 minutes. Actually, ideally, it's 1 minute. No, ideally, don't have. But no choice, we're also human, right? We're all very normal. So we have annoyance, we have anger, it happens. So try as hard as possible, let it go, okay? So, but when you said earlier, did you feel good? You feel good, right? Did you feel that your mind was light? And it is like that. When it's a wholesome mental state, whether it's gratitude or metta, or compassion, or faith, all the wholesome mental state, the mind is light, liberated. Light is liberated. Dragged down by gravity is not liberated. Okay? So, when you are having metta, the mind is light. It feels free. Because you feel at the moment when you really experience metta. First of all, for those of you who are, metta is like easy lah, that kind, all of you with metta very strong, you will know. Every time you experience this friendliness, this lightness, you will find that I have nothing I want. I am easy. I have nothing that I choose. I seek. Right? So at that point, your mind is not shackled by anything. It is light. It feels free. Okay? So, here the Buddha used those words, all these verbs, pursued, developed and cultivated, make a vehicle, basis carried out, consolidated, probably undertaken. I don't go into too much detail, but each one of them implies strengthening, consolidating, done correctly. Okay, each one of them. So when the Buddha used 6 verbs to explain a practice, you pay close attention because it matters, it is necessary, and it has to be done in the way he said it. Okay? Okay, I don't want to go too much into that because we are gunning for the 8 benefits. 8 benefits are to be expected. For some of you, you probably know this. Most of you may not. Number 1 set is to help you remember the first set. Sleep well, awaken happily, does not have bad dreams. This is the set 1. It's the nocturnal activity. It's a nocturnal benefit. Subconscious. You didn't deliberately choose to sleep well or awaken happily. And you surely have no control over dream. Anyone who tells you they have control over dream, possibly deluded. Okay? You have no control. This is all conditional arising. So, subconsciously, it actually, metta, you get it right, it goes deep into your software, your mental software. And then it shapes the mind from within, deep inside, at a conditional arising level. You have no control. Your only control is the muscles here and the heart there, the smile. So how do you make sure that it's metta? Remember the smile. Deliberately, you fake it until you make it. Remember the smile. So sometimes when I take retreat, I would say, a smile form on your face slowly goes into the heart. Okay? Slowly, it goes into the heart. And there are signs to show that when you push the muscles here, it will reach the muscles there. Okay? Not in the deliberate way. Not in a physical way. Number 2, set 2. One is pleasing to human. One is pleasing to non-humans. And the Devas protect one. Now, let me explain this. You're like, sure not Zun Bo. Zun. I ask you, let's start with human. You're all human, right? It's a fair assumption. Okay? It's a fair assumption. People smile at you, how you feel? How you feel? Happy, right? Why you smile at me? You 变态啊? Pervert. Cannot be, right? Someone smile at you. What's your natural reaction? So the smile is contagious. Okay? Imagine. Imagine. You walk into you walk into the mall hall, you smile, and the world smiles with you. It's beautiful, isn't it? You go and Ming Chao Chao inside there, right? Black face, solemn, blacker than Bao Qing Tian, no? Black face. And you wander in black, right? Black. Typhoon don't know what coming your way. Then what happened? The world look at you and go that way. Okay? One look and go that way. So therefore, BF, remember, whoever you park at the door there, okay, you want to measure the smile intensity, right? So humans react like this. Then you see the non-humans once upon a time were humans leh. Actually, we just kind of migrate all over the place, okay? So they too, you fight them, they fight you. You push them, they push you. You smile, they will leave you alone. Okay? Okay, human, well, you're very confident. Then when it comes to the non-human, like, I don't know. Like, I believe some of you know that when you go into a space and you're not comfortable, your instinct is to either run. So you either you cannot fight because you cannot see, flight, freeze, or smile. Metta, like, may you all be well and happy. May you all be well and happy. Right? You do that. For those of you who know lah. So sometimes you cannot run very far. You just do that lor. I don't harm you. I'm only here for one night. Please bear with me just for one night. Right? You didn't know you can do this? You can do this, or you go into a hotel room, kind of enter into the twilight zone. Then you, then the room, the hotel, book out already. There's nothing left. The next hotel is like I don't know, 20,000 miles away. What do? Metta. Okay, metta. Now, on this point, if you are not familiar with metta, you never practice, then you dip into your DBS, got no metta, because it's not familiar. So therefore, you want to practice on a regular basis so that you can use it in a haunted hotel room. Okay? Just saying, right? You practice it, you do it again and again and again, you go into the room, then it feels funny, straight away you can pull out the metta. May you all be well, happy. I'm just staying here for one night. Okay, you leave me alone, Okay, agree, I see, like that, And then they will leave you alone. They will leave you alone, okay? You have no choice anyway. Just try, Now, Devas, the deities, you see, not pleasing, it's deities protecting. Think of the Devas like super rich, multi-millionaire, okay? They're very rich. They're very powerful. Okay? Your minister, the powerful one, okay? The very powerful one, okay? Now, He has never heard of you. He has never done anything worth noticing. You just went on your life in your neutral way, neutral, okay? Nothing very spectacular. Nothing. Ask you to do dana, cannot, must save money. That kind one. You think your minister or this big powerful guy is going to pay attention to you? You're just one gazillions, Do you see what I'm saying? Now he heard of you. You are the fella who come and do dana all the time, who support this and then dedicate in his him, and then you support that and you dedicate to him. Then you see, got dedication to Dewa. Ya eta wata cha amehi, right? Akasata cha bumata. All this is dedication to the Dewas. Okay? You do all these things. Hello, you do that why? BSC, you must chant. No, you do it because you want to give thanks. You want to acknowledge protecting Dewas. Okay? You do this. Then they hurt you, right? They've heard of you again and again. Always kacau me when I'm resting, enjoying myself. They, I must take a look. Okay? Now you ask for help. You think he will come? You think he will come? Yes or no? The odds are, we're talking about odds. The odds are they will come. They will help. Because you are pleasing to them. You've done your part. They are good beings. They are very, very good. Wholesome. So when you guys get elevated, now I ask you when you become Dewa hello, see yourself no up. When you're so snigger, so shyly, right? So modestly you snigger. No, you become Dewas. You're going to help any random fella? Or you're going to help the one whom you know will provide more help to others. This one who has metta and kindness and look out for each other. Are you going to help that one? Or this random one who goes through his life playing computer game? Which one you want to help? You say you're Dewa now, you say. Okay. I rest my case amidst the giggles. Okay. Fire, poison, weapons do not injure one. Now, our mettas are not of the same degree. So you look at this and say, can or not? For you, cannot. Because our metta not same level. Okay? But for the ones whose metta is really extraordinary, it hits as high as it goes, they possible for them. Okay? Now, then we see it works. Oh, it works. See, metta works, okay? Okay, so for this particular one, in the time of the Buddha, there were stories about how their powerful metta was able to deflect arrows and to protect. There were stories. But as I said, ours are not quite of the same degree. Primary 1 cannot solve quantum physics lah. Right? Our metta primary 1 ma, maybe primary 2, some of you a bit higher, primary 3, cannot solve quantum physics. Okay? So this one, just let be, okay? This one, the 8th one. Metta is known as a Brahma Vihara, right? It's, for those of you who don't know, what does that word mean, Brahma Vihara? So heavens have 2 types, broadly 2 types, 2 categories. The heavens of the sensuous world. So all the heavenly, the Dewas in that space, in that heaven, in those heaven, your 4 heavenly king, Tawatimsa, Yama, Tusita, all these heaven, even Mara, right? All these heaven, it's called heaven of the sensuous world. What it means is the devas there are just far more powerful, and they enjoy the six sense spaces. They enjoy the five senses. Okay, they enjoy the five senses. But above that heaven, there is another span of heaven. They're called the Brahma world. And that world, super powerful. They are the mind world. And only one who has done properly the jhanas, deep meditation, as well as Brahma Vihara, when they die as human, they will reappear in the Brahma realm. Only the ones with jhanas and the Brahma Viharas at a very deep level. Okay? Everyone else is the devas of the sensuous plane. Okay? Okay. So here the Buddha is saying that when you are able to get the metta cultivation right, and it's powerful, you will go into that realm, the Brahma realm. Not penetrating further means not enlightened. You're not Arahant, not Arya, not enlightened. Okay? Then comes a series of verses which is really beautiful. For one who ever mindful develops limitless, measureless is limitless, metta, fetters thin out as he sees the destruction of the acquisitions. You understand? English leh. Not Huayu, you know, English. Basically what this means is you develop metta, you have metta. Fetters, remember the thing that holds the mind, locks the mind. Your sense of being held down, being shackled, your sense of it will start to evaporate. And it starts to evaporate because you no longer seek and chase and want. Destruction of the acquisitions. The acquisitions means that in all of us, it's a natural state to want, to seek, to chase, to do this and that. We want. You don't believe when the talk is over, we want to get out, we want to go eat, we want to do this. There's a lot of wanting. As long as you have a lot of wantings, what you perceive to be free will, it's not free. There is no choice. You want to eat, you have to eat. You hear what I'm saying? I don't want you. So the wanting is actually binding, the wants. But if you have no preferences, all the choices are possible. Anything is possible. Think of it like that. If I have no wantings, I am free. I'm not bogged down. A lot of us feel bogged down because we have one thing. I want my children to do well, but I also want them to be happy. I like them to do their work on their own, but I also want them to know how to relax. I want my children to become very successful and earn a lot of money, but I want them to have a family. What do we have instead? You have a lot of suffering. Because you want this and you want that and I want this. And then I want you to be obedient. But you teach them to be so intelligent, they start to question you. Not that intelligence is not good, but I'm just saying, right? Wise is better, wisdom better. So we have a lot of one things. We just don't realize it. And as long as you have a lot of one things, you have a lot of fetters. You're being bogged down, tied down. Okay? Okay, now comes this one. If, with a mind free from hate, one arouses love towards just one being, one becomes good. So your metta no need to send to the world. You email to one person, boleh. So I smile at you, you must smile back. I'm a good person and so are you. Okay, but very easy, very easy. Compassionate in mind towards all beings. Now we go all. So essentially, this few lines says that metta comes from a different intensity. from the soft, the light, the easy, to the more powerful and the more profound. Different levels, okay? There are people who go around, now these are very powerful people who go around performing rituals, and these are sacrificial rituals. We do that too, by the way. We go to different temples and we pray very hard. And then we do a transaction. Okay, at the end, you give me, you bless me and my family, I bring you oil. Right? Transactions. You bless me and my family, and I will burn a lot of things for you. Those are transactional deals. Okay, these are also rituals. These are rituals like that. But the Buddha said they are all not worth a 16th part of a well-developed, loving mind. Just as stars, all the stars, cannot match the 1/16 of the moon's radiance. So, what the Buddha was saying is have lots of metta, lots of kindness, lots of smile. Far exceeds all those prayers and chantings and all those agitations, built lots and lots of things and all. The smile worth more. Actually, there is a sutta, which we're not doing today. There was actually a sutta which I call the gradation of merits. It's really in grades. And the second last one, he said, if you can have a true experience of metta for the duration of pulling the udder of the cow. How long does it take for you to reach out to the udder and pull? Not very long. Then he said, why he talk like that? Because it's ancient India, they're all farmers. They're all familiar with cows and udders, not you. But the idea here is, just for a brief moment, there is genuine metta, friendliness, kindness, just for a brief moment. It far exceeds all the dana. It's dana, one moment of metta. And the last one is enlightenment. Okay? Okay. And the final stanza, if you have true metta, you don't kill. And you won't enjoy killing. You will not conquer. You will only have friendliness and no hostility. Okay? Right? Okay. Number 2, we have 6, huh? They're like, no, some are very fast. So this one is very fast, okay? This is 8 worldly conditions, and it's in that stanzas. I want you all to learn this by heart. Because essentially, all that we want, everything that you want can fall into one of these 8 categories. Okay? Gain and loss, disrepute and fame, blame and praise, pleasure and pain. 8 conditions, 4 sets, 4 pairs, 8 conditions, and we all want one half, the other half don't want. Give to someone else. That's not very metta. Okay? We want the gain, we want the fame, we want the praise, we want the pleasure. Right? We don't want loss, we don't want ill fame, we don't want to be blamed, and we don't want pain. But the Buddha said, regardless, they are all impermanent, they are all transient, they are all subject to change. Okay? And if you have wisdom, and you are mindful, you will see them for what they are. Knows them, see that they are subject to change. Desirable conditions don't excite his mind, nor is he repelled by undesirable conditions. I'll just give you the rest. He has dispelled attraction and repulsion. They are gone and no longer present. Having known the dustless, sorrowless state, he understands rightly, transcended the existence. Now, let me explain the whole thing very quickly. You see, every time we experience a loss, someone blame us, we learned that someone has been talking bad about us. We talk about face. The one about ill fame and fame, disrepute and fame, that is about face. Okay? And so I go back. Gain and loss is accumulations, or you're quantifying. And we do that all the time. Material-wise, your promotion, your money, your asset, stock market, then the size of your car and the size of your house, that is acquisition on the one hand. But the other side, I shouldn't say on the one hand, at one level, but on another level, when you go into spirituality, right, you go into practice, you what jhana? You got see nimitta or not? We start comparing. So gain and loss is really about comparison, right? For those of you who have blah, blah, what is jhana, what is nimitta, all those who go into meditation in a big way, they start to, some of them start to yearn for these things. They start to yearn for colors and lights and deep jhanas and so on and so forth. Anytime you have a preference and you seek something, whether it is here in the material world or there in the spiritual world, it is just as painful. Okay? Seeking is dukkha, that's all. So gain and loss. Then fame and disrepute. This is about our face, our idea of the I, our idea of what the I should look like. And we are worried about how others see the I. For sure. Now you will sit there and you may go, no, I'm okay, they say what they want. Not really. Not really. You see, we usually say that as long as they can say whatever they want, I don't care. But when it comes to, when you actually experience it, there is a part in you that say, what's going on? Why are there all these rumors? They are not even true, or they are true, it doesn't matter. But why are people talking? You will be affected. Why? Because we have a deep sense of the I, of the image. We hold on to the image. Sometimes gain and loss are easier to bear than fame and disrepute. Sometimes. Okay? Blame and praise is right in your face. Here, well done. Good tea, good tea. Why only 2 cups? No standard. Okay, praise and blame is right in your face. And so these two works quite closely with the other one. Pleasure and pain is the most basic of them all. It's about feelings. And it's there with you all the time. So I always, when I conduct retreats, I always say our mind instinctively lean towards pleasure and turn away from pain. But actually the others, all the others is also about pleasure and pain. Okay? So the key point is, number 1, know that there are these 4 pairs, 8 categories that we are always partial towards. When this comes up, your mind is affected. Okay? And the Buddha, second point is the Buddha said they are all transient. They are all impermanent. You need to remember that. When it hits you, remember the transient nature. Only then will you not be affected. So a wise person will not focus on the object, will not focus on what I'm gaining, on what I'm losing. A wise person will not focus on what people are saying and how words are hitting you. The wise person will focus on whatever is happening is impermanent. So he taught his monks, because in his time, people abuse monks, just as they abused the Buddha. So he taught his monks the 8 vicissitudes of life, the 8 risings and fallings of life. Learn them, know them, let them go. Okay? So he said, if you are no longer being drawn or being repelled, this is the one, dispel attraction and repulsion. You're no longer hating, being drawn, being attracted, and you're no longer being pushed away, being repelled. When these are gone, when these no longer exist in your mind, when you have no preferences, you will know the dustless, sorrowless state, Nibbana. You will know Nibbana. And when you know Nibbana properly, you will never come again to being reborn. That's what this stanza is about. Okay? Only one person answer. Everyone else not here. Okay. Now, when I was going through now, to do this talk, I have to go through every single one of the book of 8, 600 over stanzas. Every time I do one of these, I go through every stanzas, okay? To pick the ones relevant. So you say, why did you pick something like that for us? Because actually this is a fundamental part of the teaching. You want to know what is Dhamma? You want to know how to apply the Dhamma? This 8.5 is application of Dhamma. Right? Impermanence, conditional arising. So if you can weave it into your mind, weave it in, to see all things as arising and falling away, then you're not so attached. Feelings not attached. Not that attached, okay? Okay, next one. Drawing people, building faith. This is a really cute one, and I won't spend a lot of time, but I want to highlight some things to you, okay? This was the Buddha. Hataka is my new favorite. Hataka of Alawi is my new favorite. I mean, most of you wouldn't have heard of him, right? Any one of you have heard of Hataka? I'm so distraught. Okay. Hataka of Alawi. Hataka was known as someone who was able to build huge following. And he's known as foremost. Buddha declared foremost of the lay people who brought in followers, converted people. So this one is champion converter, okay? It's champion, not comforter, converter. So when he says accompanied by 500 lay followers, remember ancient Indian, they don't count. So the 500 number is flexible. It merely means a lot of people. So he brought a lot of people to pay respect to the Buddha. And the Buddha observed that. And the Buddha said, whoa, bro, your retinue is large. Hataka, how did you do it? How did you build such a large retinue? How do you keep it going? Okay. Now comes the answer which you want to learn so that you too will build a huge retinue and bring to BF lots and lots of donation. Okay? All right. How did Hataka do it? Hataka very sweet. Okay. Hataka said, by 4 means of sustaining a favorable relationship, which the Buddha, you, Bhante, you thought. Okay. 4 means of sustaining a favorable relationship. So number 1, 4, number 1, when I know this one is sustained by gift, I sustain him by a gift. What it means is, if I know someone likes present, I will give him present. Okay? Then the second one say, when I know this one is sustained by endearing speech, I will sustain him by endearing speech. What does it mean? I don't think it's called sweet talk. I think it's kindly speech lah. Okay, meaning this one, what the Chinese will say, 吃暖不吃硬. take the carrot, doesn't accept the stick. Okay? So if someone, when you build a relationship by having good, warm, kind conversation, he will give that. He will deliver that. The third one says, sustained by beneficial conduct. I sustain him by beneficial conduct. It means you're being helpful, you're being kind, you're serving him, helping him. The last one is the one that people get confused, so I have to do quite a bit of checkings to get it right. Huh? When I know this one is sustained by impartiality, I sustain by impartiality, everybody go, huh? Actually, it means if someone wants to be treated as an equal, I will treat him, meaning the one wants respect. The last one means, so the first one is gift, the second one is kindly words, the third one is beneficial conduct, which is service, kindly action, okay? And the fourth one is respect. Actually, that's what it means. Then Hataka said, there is wealth in my family. They don't think they should listen to me as if I were poor. Actually, what it means is I understand, I'm rich. So sometimes people connect with me because I'm rich. He knows that, okay? And Hataka is very rich, very, very rich. Actually, if you can, go and check out this name and read out about his life. It's very, very cute. Okay. Buddha said, good, bagus, Hataka, bagus. So this is the method you do. Now, what is the moral of the story here? Number one, in a relationship, you must have strong empathy. Okay, put it in modern days words, it means you need to understand people well. And you build a relationship by being able to connect with them on an emotional level. Okay, that's reading between the lines. Buddha, therefore, even in his lifetime, was teaching his students to have empathy, to be sensitive to people, and he's doing it for a good cause. He's trying to bring them to the Dhamma. How many of us try to bring our children to the Dhamma using the bullock cart method? Right? Pull them. No, you are the bullock cart. No, your children are the bullock cart. You are the bull. You pull them, you drag them, you never listen to them. Never even offer a gift. So you need to be sensitive to whom you are trying to guide them on the Dhamma. You bring them to the Dhamma with sensitivity, with understanding, and in a patient way. Patient. It's all between the lines. It's all not stated obviously, but it's there. Because how do you show respect 1 round? Or 2 rounds? Or 3 rounds? Or a relationship? You see what I'm saying? Respect, beneficial conduct, kindly words, they all take time. The gift is the fastest. But not sustainable. Every time you see you give a gift, not sustainable. Okay? Now, the 8, where's the 8? It's about Hataka. This is essentially the measure of what is a good Buddhist. Okay? This rule of 8 is what the Buddha approved to be a good Buddhist. Lay Buddhist, if you like, but it's a Buddhist. He possesses 8 astounding, amazing qualities. Faith, sila, morality, moral shame, moral dread. Moral shame is conscience. He has conscience. He has faith, he has morality, he has conscience. Moral dread. He is, okay, so these are called the 2 protectors, 2 guardians. Why are they called guardian? Moral dread, moral fear, moral shame and moral fear. These are called the 2 guardians, our 2 guardians. Okay? Why? I ask you. When you perform evil deeds, unwholesome, mean, cruel deeds, I ask you, you answer me, okay? Okay, eh? When you perform cruel, mean, unfriendly acts, got karma or not? Yes or no? Yes, What stopped you from performing those acts? Your conscience, okay? right? Your conscience. And the dread is an external check. Social media will talk. Okay? The law will catch. Then if you are Buddhist and you truly believe in karma, truly, but some Buddhists don't believe, right? You truly believe in karma, you say, I cannot escape from this. When I'm not nice and I'm cruel, I cannot escape from this. Okay? The gods will judge. Something like that, lah. So it's an external check. The conscience is the internal check. But if the conscience doesn't work, you better have an external check. Otherwise, no internal check, no external check, you're going to be a serial killer. Okay, chop, chop, chop body, bury, bury, burn, burn, acid, acid. Okay, I watch a lot of shows, clearly. Burn, 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 burn. Okay? So, internal checks, external checks. Here is what the Buddha says. He has faith, his morality, he has internal and external checks. He has conscience and he has fear of consequences. Then comes his learned. So he listens to the Buddha talk. You guys are learned-ish. Learned-ish. Because I don't know how often you listen to a Dhamma talk or you read a Dhamma book, but at least for now you are learned. So you also tick this box. And you are generous. Generosity. Wise, few desires, good to go. Buddha give you chop. Okay? You are a credit to the Buddha. Okay. Shall we go on? Almost there, almost there. Number 4. This one very short. This is just one stanza. And I want to highlight to you a few things. So it's fascinating. 8 kinds of rebirth on account of giving. Now, this giving, usually when people talk about giving, they think money, stuff. But giving can also be intangible. Giving word of encouragement. No, let's start with giving a smile. Then you, like they also giving, yeah, that one free. That one, all the goods, none of the bad. This one must do, okay? Giving a smile, giving encouragement, giving attention, giving support. Okay? All these are giving. Forgiving is a form of giving because you're letting go of your anger. Every time you let go of an akusala is a form, akusala, unwholesome. It is a form of giving. Okay? So this is important to understand. Here in this particular sutta, it's tangible. In this sutta, it's tangible. So he said, someone gives a gift to a practitioner, ascetic or brahmana. The word in Pali is shramana. So shramana is the Buddha. Buddha type. They are ascetics. Ascetics. Good looking ones. Ascetics, okay? And the brahmanas, the brahmins, are the priestly caste. So Buddha was not partial. You can give to anyone, whether it's my kind or the priestly kind. When someone give a gift, food and drink, clothing and vehicle, garlands, scents, unguents, bathing, dwellings, lighting. Then you say, lighting, torchlight. Ancient India, lighting gives sight for the night. It's everything. You live in modern Singapore, you don't understand. Okay? Lighting is very important. Okay. So whatever he gives, he expects something in return. Then some of you will go, I don't expect, I don't. Yes, probably most of you don't. But surely you don't expect bad to come from that, right? I give already, I hope that I'll be fine. This counts as merits. I'm fine. So he said, the Buddha said, he gives, he expects something in return. Now, you guys don't, some do, for sure. I give so you give protection to my family. So expect something in return. Or I give so that other people can see and say how good I am. Also can. This kind. So actually, this is just the mind. Nothing right or wrong. Not great, but no wrong. Okay? Then he said, this guy who gave, He sees an affluent 𝐵𝑘𝐷𝑖𝑎𝑠, and I took off all the affluent. Brak means affluent householder, enjoying themselves furnished and endowed with the 5 objects of sensual pleasure. Okay, one part. This is one part. And this part, bear in mind this. From another sutta, the Buddha said, you want to enjoy your wealth. You want to enjoy the 5 chords of sense pleasure. What are the 5 chords? You tell me. Lebo eyes, ear, nose, taste buds, touch. Okay? These are 5 chords of sensuous pleasure. And the Buddha said, in a different sutta, he said, or he implied, to enjoy these 5, you must know how to rejoice after you give. You give already, no regrets. Give already, rejoice. You want to enjoy, you must give. Okay? Okay, come back to this. 5 chords, he sees them enjoying, he said. And he said to himself, okay, enjoying themselves, endowed with the 5 chords of sensuous pleasure, it occurs to him. With the breakup of this body, after death, may I be reborn in companionship with the 𝐵𝑘𝐷𝑖𝑎𝑠, the Brak means the householder. He sets his mind, he fixes his mind, he develops that state of mind. What does this mean? It means when you have done your dana, you've done good, if you've done wonderful things, it is okay to say, let this be the cause and condition for my future rebirth. Okay? It is okay to say that. And you can make aspiration. May I be reborn. It is aspirational. And if his mind constantly go back to that aspiration, I want to be reborn with the rich. I want to be Steve Jobs, just longer life, Steve Jobs. Okay? I want to be Steve Jobs. When you do that, it's rude, so rude. But when you do that, right? When you do that, when you say, I want this and I want that, if you have done enough dana, it will happen. You have enough merits, you have enough kindness, you have enough goodness, it will happen. As you wish. Okay? Rebirth by desire is a sutta. There is a sutta like that. So I repeat, think of it like this. Okay, think of it simple. Singapore, right? Okay, here's Singapore. Singapore, Singapore very big on education, right? Very, very big. So your children go for exam, you tell them, work hard, do well, score good. Why? Why must work so hard, do so well, score so well? Why? So that you can choose your school. Now, if your point is just slightly above pass mark, can you choose? I think I want to go to Radin Mas. You think Radin Mas wants you? Or, I don't know, ACS. So do you want anyone? No, right? You score very well, you can choose. Correct, right? It's been a long time since I took exam. It's correct, huh? It's the same, You have done so much good. You have served so well. You have been a credit to humanity. Yeah? You have served. Then when your time comes to move on, you can choose. Okay? It doesn't mean you cannot choose. I'm telling you, you can choose. Or that maybe not I tell you, Buddha tell you, can choose. Because there are many suttas like that. It's rebirth by choice. But if you have not done well, you have wasted your entire life as a human, enjoying your 5 chords of sense bases. You enjoy. You have used up all last life's food, all the accumulation, all used up. You can choose. Can you choose? You got nothing to choose, got nothing to trade. Do you see that? That's why we keep saying, serve, give, serve. Serve already, do, give, do whatever. Come, do something that doesn't eat into your game time, but come, okay? Play only at night lah. Daytime come and serve. Then, when your time comes, you're not scared. All who had done well, okay, all who have served, you are, all who have served, all who have done well, you cannot be scared at the end. You don't worry, your Lamborghini will wait for you. Okay? You no need to take SBS bus. Lamborghini will come. Okay? So this is one. This is one. There are 8. Rebirth by desire, right? There are 8. This is level 1. Okay? Now, when he has that resolved on what is inferior, want to reborn in any stage of wanting to reborn, Buddha said inferior lah. Okay, resolve on what is inferior. But it's okay. Okay, we're all human, no problem. You don't develop higher means you don't go into your enlightenment. It's okay. When the time comes for you to go, you will be reborn in the companion of the affluent courtiers. This is level 1. Huh? This is for one who is virtuous, not for one who is immoral. The heart's wish of one who is virtuous succeeds because of his purity, his goodness lah. So I know, you see the word purity and say, I'm not pure enough. You're okay. I tell you, you're okay. Okay? Yours is, when you focus more on I'm not good enough, it means you're good enough. But your standard very high. Your standard Buddha standard. So like that, you too high ma. You should moderate, be humble, and say, it's okay lah. I come back alive human, I good. Okay, maybe you should do more. Okay, here. Next level, level 2. Level 1 is human rich and influential, because ancient India has that status, the caste system. So these are all the good ones. Then comes number 2. The Devas ruled by the heavenly plane, the Tawantisa heaven, the Yama Devas, the two-seater, number 5, Devas who delight in creation, number 6, so you can create anything as a Deva. That one, you be your own Shopee, okay? Create your own. Who delight in creation. And number 7, the Devas who control the creation by others. So other gods become your servant, okay? That's number 7. And then number 8, the Devas of the Brahma company, level 1. The Brahma realm, the lowest level of the Brahma realm is the Devas of the Brahma company. That's the lowest realm. Only that realm, by dana, by service and giving, you can get there. You choose. Okay? You hear or you don't hear. You heard, right? But you believe or you don't believe. All this silence. So you all suffer from one syndrome. It's called the Singaporean syndrome. No pain, no gain. So you must do what? Must serve, must feed the tiger with your own body. That kind then can go to the Dewa realm. No. If you had been here the last talk, the last time I came here, I did one sutta on 𝐿𝐿, remember? And 𝐿𝐿 is the same thing. He heard, the Buddha said, I heard you say, Bante, I serve food, I make aspiration, I'll end up there. So every time he served food, the vegetarian dish for you, may I be born in this heaven realm. Buddha, 𝐁𝐵𝐵, the sauce, the meat marinated with 𝐁𝐵𝐵 sauce. Please, Buddha, may I be reborn in that heavenly realm. So he did that. And that was exactly what happened. And he came back as a Dewa to thank the Buddha. Okay? So I'm telling you, there are many suttas that talk like that. It's not just one. There are enough for you to be less cynical. Believe it. You want to believe it. Because if indeed this is true, then at least I know how to I know how to buy my etiquette. In fact, they give me the etiquette. First class etiquette to two-seater heaven. Right? If you believe this completely, and I do, I see you there. See? Not shy, right? Okay. No. My point is, you must believe something. And then if you say, I believe the teacher, but I don't believe this, then do you or do you not believe him? Right? Okay. And by the way, there's another cute sutta where Moggallana went around, and I told you I went up to heaven and he did his field studies. And then when he came back, he told the Buddha, everyone there seemed to have given something, done something, just so simple, man. Got one of them up there because he gave vegetable. Like that, man? Like that, man? The Buddha said, you ask them yourself, you ask me for what? This would have been the conversation if they were both Singaporeans speaking Singlish. But that's the idea. Okay, that's the idea here. But, so the point is, we are too skeptical for our own good. Okay? Okay, I'm going to have 2 more and then we are done. Getting tired already, everybody hate leg pain, right? Okay, my dana time. Okay, 8 gifts of a good person. So, when you are giving, be mindful. Okay? 1, give what is pure. So whatever that you give, don't harm, and don't give a gun. Okay, don't give drugs. Give what is wholesome. Okay, give what is wholesome, give what is good. Do not any of you give expired food. It's not good, it's not excellent, it's not pure. Okay? And no clothes. Now, if your jeans is designer jeans with hole, don't give because they wouldn't know. Okay? Give what is pure, give what is good, give timely. By timely, so when there's a crisis, don't think, act. When there is a need, don't think, act. Just Nike, just do it. Okay, just do it. I'm taking nothing from Nike, just say, gives what is allowable. So because it's Sangha also, gives after, okay, investigation means observation. You observe and you are comfortable, you're sure you give. Okay? Gives often, gives, then while giving, settle his mind in confidence. Give with joy, give with faith. Give already, be happy. Okay? That's it. That's the easy one. So this sutta is very straightforward. Now, you will say that this is tangible. No, intangible. When you give words, kind words, pure words, excellent, give a wise advice. Okay? Pop in, come in when people need you. So when your friend said, I am sad, I am depressed, could you come sit with me? Busy now, I come later. That's not timely anymore. Okay? That's not timely. Try and make it possible. Try to be helpful as much as you can. Allowable investigation. Okay, so this is very straightforward, right? Take a picture, I'm moving on. If you want to move on, So, gives what is pure and excellent, our drinks and food, the proper time, give often too. When you give gifts often to fertile fields of merit, to those who lead the spiritual life. So when you give often to Sangha, you give often to practitioners, it's considered fertile fields of merits. Okay? And must not regret after giving. And those with deep insight, so anyone who is wise will praise a gift given that way. So, okay, let's recap. Give often, give good stuff. Give right stuff, give timely. Okay? Give to people who are practicing, especially, who are the spiritual practitioner. Chambram coming to town, just saying, Buddha Rakita coming to town, right? Just saying. So there are a lot of these monks. There is an organization in Singapore, just taking there's an organization in Singapore that actually provide support and service to the Sangha residing in Singapore, Sangha with no support, and they are residing in Singapore. It's called the Aranya Sangha. Sangha, right? Aranya Sangha. You go and Google, look out for them. 3 times a year, they organize big events to support the Sangha in Singapore. If you are so interested, check them out, go and support. One is coming up, when? 13 September, there is one coming up. At where? Taipei, right? Taipei Buddhist Center. Yeah. And you go to the website, you go and look out for them, go and support. Okay, there's a whole bunch of Sangha there. There's a lot of them, okay? And don't regret after you have given. Having thus practiced charity with a mind freely generous, someone intelligent and wise, rich in faith, will be reborn in the pleasant, unafflicted world. Now, I got good news for you guys. Good and bad news. Okay? The good news is Singapore is a rich, unafflicted world. You're not fighting. I mean, your greatest worry is COE prices going up. What kind of ridiculous random thing is that, right? Or inflation going high up. Hey, you got food leh. Food prices are a bit expensive, but you have food. Okay? I just came back from some other countries, and the world is very different. It is so different. Uganda, we just came back. The world is very different. Okay? And so we are good. This is a pleasant, unafflicted world. That's the good news. What's the bad news? It will end. It will end. That's the, no, not Singapore end. We end. We will die. When we die, if you have not done enough of service and help, you have not contributed much in your lifetime, it's time to start. Because you think about it, when it ends, you guarantee coming back to Singapore? Or Buddhism, I don't know. The last one is a Dhamma one. It's really, this one is about the mind. And it's really cute, okay? Mindfulness of death. Now, in the time of the Buddha, a core teaching for the monks and lay people, but more so for the monks, is about the impending death, okay? And he always said, mindfulness of death, developed, cultivated, is very fruitful and beneficial because it will culminates in freedom from death, ends in freedom from death. Enlightenment. The only one freedom from death is enlightenment, okay? Nibbana. So he's saying that if you cultivate mindfulness of death, it leans you towards Nibbana, okay? Not enough time for me to explain all this, but I like to point out, to share with you how he taught that. This is one of the methods he taught. He got them to think, go downstream. Don't just think of death, but go downstream and think of how you die. Okay? This lot, as the day passes and the night draws near, so the whole day he's reflecting, I might die of any of these causes. A snake bite, scorpion centipede sting. If I die, it will be an obstacle. If I stumble off a cliff, get food poisoning, suffer from disturbance of the bile and phlegm and piercing winds, attacked by humans, non-humans, if I die, it's an obstacle. Now, you living in Singapore, all these won't work. Okay? You have to create your own list. I'm serious. I mean, look, what are the odds of being stung by scorpion and centipede? Snake also, you live 18th floor, very rare to see snake lah. Okay? The snake, hey, try go all the way up there, it will like die in the process, right? Okay. So, when I conduct retreat and I introduce this sutta, I tell people, you create your own list. Okay? Now I give you one option. I might die of a heart attack. I might get a stroke and go. I could catch cancer. I could die from an accident. Okay? Then the richer one, you can drop from the plane. The rest of us will just die from car accidents. See that? When you start to talk about the major causes of death, the foremost causes of death in our lifetime, this starts to become more impactful. I do that to myself. Stroke out how? Heart attack, okay, like that go, but stroke out how? They will take a bit longer. Knocked down by a car. I have so many stories. I'm sure you know. People around you, I am sure you have. Stories of how one mother went shopping with her daughters, came home, said, I'm going to rest for the afternoon, never come out. Died in her sleep. Afternoon nap. Okay? So there are many of these. Another one, young fella, doing her work, had a stroke, didn't die, but had a stroke, boom. Lively, like us, vibrant, and then after that, incapacitated. Took a long time to recovering. It's very real. So this is actually a practice. Okay? And the key point is, if you die, now that you know the Dhamma, but if you die now, and all those bad, unskillful qualities haven't given up, they are obstacle. That means you cannot grow in the Dhamma. Okay? If I die tonight, they are obstacle. The akusala, the unskillful, the stains, the demeritorious stains in the mind, they are obstacles. Okay? So upon recalling that, reflecting on that, you must apply intense enthusiasm, effort, zeal, vigor, perseverance, mindfulness, situational awareness. Apply a lot of it to let go of unwholesome. The Buddha just go on and on and on. The more verb he used, the more you need to pay attention. Okay? So think of it like your head on fire. Right? Imagine your head on fire, your clothes on fire. In order to extinguish it, apply intense enthusiasm. You'll be jumping all over the place. So he said, you must see akusala, unwholesome. Look at them as if your head or your hair is on fire. So there will be the anxiety, the strong desire, the strong energy put in to drop the unwholesomeness. Okay? As the night passes by and the day, so basically, day and night do the same thing. So what does that mean for our practice in the daily life, right? What does that mean? First, you start by periodically, do you do it? Do you reflect on death? Who does not reflect on death? Hands up. Surely all of you. In front of Buddha, Muja Wada, up, hands up. I don't do much of reflecting on death. Hands up. Okay. All the honest ones. You got me? When was the last time? Hands never up. You got me? Okay. Teasing. You see, when we don't do it, we are actually living in delusion. Because the reality is tomorrow you may not be around anymore. Okay? Tomorrow we may not be around because physically or in health cannot make it. It will happen. Okay? So the Buddha reminded his monks and lay people. He said there are 5 reflections. If you do it daily, very good for you. 5 reflections. What are they? Lai. I will grow old, sick, die, be separated from loved ones. And the 5th one, the only thing that follows is karma. I repeat, now I will grow old. I'm not beyond growing old. I will fall sick. I'm not beyond falling sick. I will die, not beyond death. I will be separated from loved ones. It will happen. And the only thing that follow me to the next rebirth is karma. 5 daily reflections for both lay people and sangha. Okay? And it's very powerful. You try doing it for half an hour, your mind will shift. It's very, very powerful. And why did he keep doing that? It's actually, one is to inject urgency into our daily life. Inject that urgency. Because our instinct is to live mindlessly, to live ignoring, oblivious to the realities of life. Our natural instinct is to live oblivious of the natural reality of life. And when we do that, this life really will run past us. And before you know it, you are celebrating Singapore's 80th birthday. And then 100th birthday. For the young ones, you guys will be around. The rest of us white hair one, not likely. Not likely. Singapore 100th birthday, no need no need. We come back and enjoy okay? Okay, there goes the last one, and now we have questions. Huh? 6 only, don't know if Buddha say like that.
Anguttara Nikaya 8, right?
Yeah. Is it 6 only? You all counted already,
Yeah, this is the last one,
snake.
6.
No, I have 6 suttas.
Oh, 6 suttas.
On Book of 8.
Book of 8. Okay,
Got me confused.
Okay, thank you.
I was like, snake, the centipede, 好像有8个嘞. Okay, question.
Anyone have any questions?
Thank you, Sis Sylvia. For your fifth sutta, you mentioned about the giving, and there is this state, this condition of giving with investigation. So I wanted to understand more about what the giving with investigation does it, because as I understand, giving is spontaneous, but now there is also a monitoring. So should we give or should we not, and in what circumstance?
No, it depends. So when you know, like for instance, you know BF is a good place, and it's wholesome, it's teaching the Dhamma. This one no need to investigate too much. But if you have an unknown entity that comes to you and say, we are doing all these good works, please support, right? That one you must at least check back, who are they, what are they, especially if you're giving huge amount, okay? So investigation is a balance here. Think of it like a balance. If you see a need right here and now someone fall, you go. No need to investigate. But if for whatever reason it looks a bit odd, hold back and take a closer look. So it is about balance, okay? Buddha does not tell you to do things blindly, okay? Most time you don't need to investigate, just do. Investigate is not the same as thinking. Although they both require cognitive competencies. Investigate is to figure out, is it real? Is that true? Is that, how can I help? What is the best way? To me, that is investigating. But when you think a lot, it's like, should I give? Oh, but the people say me, how? It's all about you. That's thinking. Like, do I come across as being too forward? Would they accept it from me? Or, if I were to give out, then how do I have enough for me? So that is when the thinking starts. There's this cute little sutta, cute one, where there's this guy, husband and wife, each one share one outside cloak. Have you heard of this sutta? Husband and wife, they share one full cloak. I mean, I don't know, some special material or whatever, I don't know. But if one goes out, the other cannot, okay? So basically, just one of them can go out. Then the husband, I think, was the one who went for this talk by the Buddha. And then while listening to the talk, he got really inspired and he really wanted to offer something to the Buddha. But the only thing he had was that baju that he had, a nice baju. So when it was all over, he thought about it. Oh no, actually midway through the talk, he says, I want to give a, yeah, but cannot. I don't think I can. Then how, we are going to be left with nothing. Then towards the end of the talk, he went, maybe I should I really want to, but yeah, cannot. You give already, I got nothing. So he stopped. Then comes finally when it was all over, he went, you know what, just do it. So he took off his very nice clothes that he offered to the Buddha. And because of that, then he said, this is my only piece, but I really want you to have it. Thank you, sir, for the lovely speech you gave. Now, in attendance at that point was, I think was Pasir Nadi. Was it King Pasir Nadi? Royalty was there. Then when royalty heard that he had given away his only robe, royalty gave him like double the cloth. Like, give one stack of cloth for you. Right, well done, good boy, give you a lot of cloth. So he was rewarded with all that, and then very happily he went off. And then I think it was Ananda who came up to the Buddha and said, wow, Really, dana, immediate return, you know. The Buddha said, actually, if he had done it first round, right, at the midpoint where he wanted, it would have been like 3 times the amount. Then if he had done it just the second time round, if he had done it, it would be 2 times the amount. But because it was only at the end, only 1 time the amount. So it's a cute story. Don't take it literally. It's a cute story, but the idea here is the more spontaneously you act, the more the mind is not tainted. Because the mind is not tainted, the karma is the best. Okay?
Thank you.
Right, thank you. So investigate when you need to, because you are wondering about authenticity, but otherwise don't think too hard. Okay. Any more?
Yes.
Any
This
more question?
floor first,
No more?
or else I'll go
Vincent,
online.
you're here. You all right? Okay. See you later. Yes.
I want to ask about the daily practice. So, like, when you wake up, you do reflection on death, and then do you choose which day you reflect on death, and another day whether you practice metta or
Do both.
do both?
Oh, yeah.
A lot of instructions.
No, that's a very good question.
Yeah.
That's a good question. When people ask me, reflect on death, reflect on the lovesomeness of the body, the 32 parts of the body, and hey, very depressing. I was just asked this question recently in Uganda. It's very depressing. That's why you must do both. Metta to protect the mind, and when metta is strong, you can take anything. Okay? When you reflect on death, you are actually looking at reality as it is. And the reality, you all want yatha, buddha, jnana, dasana, right? To see whatever is there as it is. Reality as it is, right? To see reality as it is not some off, weird, mystical reality. I would just say that it's nothing mystical, nothing like powerful. No. It's stripping away delusions. So what are we delusional about? Number one, we are delusional about the nature of your body. Then you say, I am not delusional. Oh, yes, you are. You don't realize that you can die any moment. How many of us live life aware that death is in the next breath? Nobody in this room. I don't do that. Not the next breath lah. Maybe a little bit more breaths, but not the next one, right? But in the practice for the monks, they do that. They push that way, you know. So imagine you are stripping nature's, I shouldn't say nature, but a habitual and instinctive protection. For the longest time, your delusion is protection. Delusion is protection. I put it like this because ultimately it is not. But day to day, it feels like one. What do I mean? If you have been diagnosed with end-stage terminal life ailment, will you live with death at all time? I ask you, if you have been diagnosed with terminal life ailment, and you know, the doctor say 3 months, if you're lucky, how would you feel? How would you feel? Depression. You become very sad. Because suddenly, mortality is very stuck. So for people who stare at mortality very stuckly, it's very hard. It's dukkha arya satya, it's very painful. Okay? So you have to protect this mind so that it can also handle reality as it is, which is metta. The joy that comes on will cause your mind to go into a state of it's okay, balance. I will die. Now, I'm going to say the words, I will die. But I've done so well. I've done so much. I've served all over. It will be a short transition and then I will take my Lamborghini and go. No COE required. Do you see what I'm saying? You will have that moment of, I'm going to be separated, but I'm going to be a dewa, right? Two-seater, right? Two-seater. Aitani, two-seater. And therefore, I can still come back and watch out for them and look out for them. And then if they do wisely, they do rightly, they will also join me in my space. Do you see what I'm saying? Then it doesn't feel so scary. You're not so scared anymore. Okay? So metta as a mental state is not a good to have, you know. It's a must have. It's a protection. It's a natural protection for you. Then come what it may, the smile is still there. You just like that, lor, and proceed, lor. 走啦, 走啦. Pack back already. Okay, you understand, huh? It's the balance. So there is this cute story, and it's in the Vinaya, so I know the story, this is real. In the time of the Buddha, after he gave them 32 parts, half of them went to kill themselves. Not half lah, substantial number. So when the Buddha come out of retreat, he saw, head count, I got one half missing, one substantial amount. There's a gap in the Dhamma hall. And then Ananda told him they all went to kill themselves. Straight away he taught metta to balance their mind. And so we know from practice that the metta, if you don't have it, if you don't balance it, you just have metta, then you'll be born in the Brahma realm, okay? But if you metta and wisdom, you pair it together, it's enlightened. It's the path to enlightenment. It's where there is awakening. Okay? Okay, that's it. Any more?
There's one question from online.
Okay.
If you give a gift to someone, a few years later, that person suddenly keeps avoiding you. You feel upset, wondering why someone who you have gifted something treats you with such unfriendliness. You are told that your giving previously had attachment. Is that true?
There are two separate incidents. And I can understand why you will feel hurt. Okay? But yes, it's true that the gift, when you give, you had attachment to yourself, attachment to a relationship, all kinds of attachment. That is true. Okay? If you ask me how do I deal with it, because your question is it true that my gift has attachment? Then my answer is yes. But that doesn't sound very satisfactory. So I will give you some unsolicited points. You see, when you give something, give. As much as you can, do not own the giving. You give because you can. You rejoice in the fact that you can, that you are able to do it, and therefore you are able to experience the joy of giving. You can. Okay? And it's just like that. Then when you get upset with someone because they don't treat you in the same way, it's actually your attachment to yourself. It's nothing to do with that gift. It's your attachment to yourself. You expect reciprocity. Okay, you expect reciprocity. Maybe not in, I give you this, you give me that. But there is an expectation of reciprocity. That's why you're upset. You're not special in people's mind. So you're upset about that. Then you just tell yourself, like that, lor. I give because I can, and then they are lah. Not mine, not I, not myself. It's part of training, okay? So you tell yourself, you teach yourself to not be caught up with yourself. And when you are able to get to a certain point where you're a little bit detached about yourself, you won't be so affected anymore. There are two separate issues, okay? Are we good? Can we go on? Give me my slides. Now, I'm making an appeal on behalf of... hello, where's my slide? Yeah, I'm making an appeal on behalf of HCA. They are not here, so you will control it for me, is it? Now I must see what is written here. So essentially, for those of you who are familiar, we have been doing this for 2 years running. This is the 3rd year that they are holding this, and we're doing this for the 3rd time. We go in as a team to try and raise funds for HCA. HCA stands for Hospice Care Association, okay? And basically, this is Singapore's only, actually, they provide care for patients who are dying at home. And for financial reasons, for many of them it's financial reasons, they can't afford. So this organization, which I have been associating with for 30 years, they will go in with medical care and medical and medicine and bed and all kinds of medical equipment to walk with someone to the end. That's why they say walk with me, right? It's a pun. They walk with a patient to the end of the person's life. And they provide all kinds of support. And they provide it free of charge. That is why it is expensive. And they have a huge pool of volunteers to help them. Some of our members who's not here today are actually helping out there, okay? I come in generally once a year with big appeal for raising funds to keep their operations going. And I understand from my friends there that they are running low on funds. So I appeal to all of you, either or. Okay, next slide, next slide. Wait, one slide back, one slide. They are trying to raise 500,000. You see, very modest, 500,000 only they're trying to raise. And right now, it stands at, I think, 50,000. A long way to 500,000. Okay, continue. Team Jetawana, that's us. You should know, lah. It's a center where the Buddha spend the most time. It has to be one of us, okay? And so you can come and join us in 2 ways. I hope you take one of the ways. Ideally, both ways, both ways. But if you can, at least one of the ways, try, okay? Next slide. This was 2023, the bunch of us. That's us. Next slide. That's us again last year. Okay, you may wait. That's us again last year. You may recognize some of you. Look around you, they are all here, okay? Okay, now, this is what we need from you. Next slide. This is to register to join our team. Team Jetawana, okay? You key on the QR code. It will bring you to that page. Remember to put in the promo code HCA Jetawana. You get 20% discount. Okay? But you can also download the 20%. It's okay. You will. This is how you do it. Registering to walk with us. And always after the walk, we will chant, we will share merits. We will put in place a Buddhist presence for HCA. Eileen. Okay. All done? No, don't turn yet. Is everyone okay here? You're okay? I see you're there. 19 October. 19 October, very meaningful way to spend a Sunday. Manfred, you're there already. Ni leh? Oh, you are? Okay. It's a very meaningful place to spend a Sunday. You register, you can bring your family. Okay? If you register for yourself, you can bring your dog. You can bring your dog, you can bring your family. Some people bring bicycle, but walk, okay? And you come, and we walk together as semi-BF, okay? Give you face, BF lah. It's Team Jetawana, okay? This one is to donate. If you say, I cannot go, I got no time, I don't know for sure, you scan the QR code and you just donate what you can. It take you to our team page, right? Does it work? Okay. It will take you to the our team page. And this is where you donate for charity. You donate for charity, okay? Everyone okay? Your QR code okay? Suya? Okay, you do this with us, you can then share merits, lots of it. And work towards your Lamborghini, okay? Work towards your Lamborghini. Okay, next one. This is where you get to know more about HCA. And get to know the people that you are going to support, raise funds to support. I hope you will come. I would like very much to see more of you. Last year we have a huge group. This year we will have more. And I'm going to get our friends to get a flag done properly so people can see the flag and not a banner. Banner harder to see. The flag we can see. Okay, we're good? The next one? Everyone is good? Any question here? Any question? Yes. Yes, it's tax deductible, 250%. Put in your NRIC. Kakak put a lot. For those of you who earn a lot of money, kakak put a lot. It's 250% tax deductible. Okay? Anything else? Yes. It's Marina Barrage. And then you will go around and you see Singapore. You walk around the barrage. Outside, they will cordon off the entire area. You walk out. And then they will feed you apple and drinks. Apple, right? Last year they gave us apple. Apple. Anything else? Drinks. Yeah, apple and drinks. So you eat first and come. Like that, lor. But it's for a good cause and it's very impactful. These guys came. You were there, right, last year? Quite a few of them came, and it's really beautiful because when the walk is over, you feel very tired, you chant at the top of your voice. We chanted at the top of our voice and we share merits. You can feel the ripples of the piti all over. It's very, very beautiful. I'm working with one of the teachers, the students here, and hoping to bring the kids along. Okay, and no more question? I thought you wanted merit? Ah, yes. One of our members, right? The parent, the mother. Who? Wait, grab. Ah, hi. Okay, very good. Yes, wonderful. Now, all of you rejoice, huh? When you rejoice, your mind is light. In the mind that is light, it has power. Okay? Now, we are going to take a moment to share merits with Madam Marilis. We're going to take a moment, invite Madam Marilis over, come. And then we take a moment, then with all our metta, you know, our goodwill, we will share for a minute, okay? Just invite all of you, close your eyes. Think of the merits that you have accrued today by the wholesome deeds that you have done. We're sitting here enjoying a talk that came from 2,500 years ago. Now all the minds so beautiful, pure and beautiful, and we extend warm merits, warm goodwill to Madam Marilis. Okay. Thank you very much, everyone. So later on, when we go into the chanting, then you do at Idam May that you